Hello and welcome to See If It Sticks. We are the podcast which coughs all over the place while solving your first world problems. Yes, we have brought you innovations over the years in festivities such as putting cheese on crackers, tinsel with Christmas trees, and lights on guttering. I am Dan.
I am Dom with a cold.
I am Ross. I'm fine.
I am Dom.
And then Dom with the kid.
I can't do a blocked up nose voice.
I'm 3 lens sips deep today.
All right.
So.
3.
He's seeing demons.
I'm not quite sure where I am, baby donkey.
Well, you're about to fly through the
Forest of knowledge.
ever-expanding universe of See If It Sticks.
Going truffling for solutions.
Yes, we are.
We haven't visited the See If It Sticks universe in a while, have we?
We haven't.
We haven't been to the mansion. We haven't been to the
Sticks-averse.
cave.
No.
I'm still... it's last year's murder mystery still stings me.
We haven't lived in the mansion since last
But when at the
Christmas.
end, Lauren went, that was a load of shit. You got it all wrong.
Yeah. 6 months of planning. I quit my job.
But don't worry, we won't be doing anything that labyrinthine this year.
What was that for? Was that
Christmas.
that was Christmas last year? Fucking hell, it seems like only the other day.
That was a good time, though.
It was a good time, but it was 7 hours of a day.
My stomach
that-
hurt the next day through laughing.
Yeah, it was good fun. And
It was funny.
the editing. Yes, I remember the editing.
I remember the writing. What do you remember, Dom?
I remember coming up with the concept with you one night
Yeah.
and getting
Yeah.
drunk.
Did we get drunk and do that? Yeah.
Yeah.
You remember the hangover?
I remember the hangover. Oh no, we came up with the initial concept together. and
Yes, yeah.
I created a lot of the character names, and then you went on and wrote it because I was lazy.
Oh, don't. That is how it went. No, I'm just joking.
I was
I was
busy.
just joking.
I was working quite a lot that time. Yeah.
Do we have some correspondence this week?
We do.
Yeah, this is that. Other than the sheepskin written in blood that we had shoved through the letterbox that said, "Don't do another fucking murder mystery."
We get those every week now.
Lauren, please stop sending us those.
This is, I believe, from Jamie Linney, Paul Marshall, the Muller himself. Hello, you sticky threesome. Oh, hello. I've got a bit hot on the collar now. Love the podcast. Auntie Brown was hilarious with you guys again.
People
Great.
really love Lauren.
He really does. Great how you bounce off of each other.
And the rest of the time, we're just such stiff cardboards, aren't
Yeah, well, thanks for that, Jamie.
Well, with such flowing terminology as, oh, the rest of the time we're such stiff cardboard. That reminds
we?
me.
I knew what I meant.
That reminds me, actually, on the way here, I was driving along and there was like,
Stiff cardboards by the side of the road.
like occasionally when you see like a little band of ragamuffins by the side of the street, like
Yeah.
Utes, I believe
some
they're
like
called.
local kids that are clearly up to no good. One of them went running along and just maybe 2 or 3 minutes down the road from where we record this podcast, there's sort of a new housing development. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
And there's a for sale sign outside.
Yeah.
And well, I mean, I've never tested it, but have you ever like handled a for sale sign?
They're pretty
like,
flimsy.
in your hands.
Yes, I have. Remember, I was an estate agent for a while.
Oh,
I had
of
to put
course,
it outside
yeah.
people's houses.
I thought that they always look flimsy as well. But one of these kids clearly thought he was going to cause some mindless vandalism. So went running at it, full pelt, as I was driving along next to him. Proceeded to try to headbutt it, I assume to try to crumple it.
Stupid.
Clearly, they are a little bit more solid than they seem. Because he recoiled straight back off it. And dropped to the fucking floor.
I've always presumed they were like that corrugated plastic.
They are
almost
that
like
corrugated plastic.
I think, is it not like a door, though, where it's all made up of sort of the constituent parts of flimsy pieces of wood, but there's like
In that wavy-
a honeycomb
yeah.
sort of thing.
Well, it's like that wavy corrugated plastic that Russ was describing, but it's like a bowed out shape, so it holds its shape
Right, yeah.
well. Yeah, if you whack someone
like a
with it, it's going to
fortress.
hurt. Yeah.
It was
quite
fucking
stiff.
hilarious. Those things didn't move either. I don't know
No,
what
I
they
bet.
had it in the ground. They
I
You
think-
got to pound it into the earth.
Back in the day, they probably had a few ragamuffins headbutt them and break
Probably,
them, and they were
yeah.
like, "We'll show those fuckers.
Yeah.
We'll fill this one with nails."
And he just wanted to thank Bram for the support and wishes for his recovery, as he thanks us all as well.
This is turning. It sounds like a sermon here.
Yeah.
We thank Lauren Bramley for her support and well wishes, as we thank us all as well.
Amen.
Oh, giving the ankle a try this week, and if it's no good, then I'll cut the cunt off.
Saw style.
Yeah, once again, all great on another awesome podcast. Bald Marshall.
I have another one from the Bald Marshal of the Matter.
Yes.
He says, "Hello, boys. Good news for me. Tried my first little run out, and the ankle seems good."
That was quick.
That was quick.
Don't need to cut it off anymore.
How long ago was yours, Dom?
November the 20th.
Oh, okay. This was 24 hours ago.
Yeah.
So that's a few days have passed.
Unfortunately, we recorded the podcast before we'd seen that message last week. So
He says, "Just hope Auntie Bram gets better soon." He's got a bit of a thing for Auntie Bram, right?
well, don't we all?
Yeah. I've just found her on Twitter. Oh, here we go.
Oh.
And messaged her with good wishes and a picture of his penis.
She does not like those.
I then found out where she lived, and I am sending this tweet from the rear seats of her car.
It says, "I'm doing my first marathon next October. As I've previously told you, celebrate getting back to it. In May, I'm now doing the Dirty Weekend."
Oh.
Hello.
It says,
Is this an invite?
and I can see a little, what looks like a picture attachment. It says, "Full mucker, 20 miles, 200 obstacles."
Fuck that.
20 miles and 200 obstacles? I wouldn't want to do that in a car.
What we should do, is we should all get together when he's doing it, put a live tracker on Jamie Linney, and then every time he reaches an obstacle, we should do a shot. One of us should do a shot.
200 shots.
Yeah.
You've been drinking with me, right?
Yeah.
Third obstacle in. I've got my shirt off on the table.
3, and Dom and I could do 197.
Okay. Are we going to have a stomach pump on hand?
Yeah. Well, we could do
Get one of
shots.
Just shots of corkies.
We could do shots of nice things. You know, a shot of coffee.
You know when you have like a big event, you have to have a St. John's ambulance on standby.
Yeah.
We'll have one of those guys outside.
Yeah.
But world's first shot marathon. I bet
If you're
that's
paying
been a
them.
thing.
I bet that's been a thing, and I bet it caused a number of 999 calls.
Yeah.
What a fatalities.
Ruined a couple of paramedics' evenings, I'm sure.
Commenting on the distance and the number of obstacles, he says, "By the way, it might be big, but it isn't compared to one of your friends who is doing or has done the Ironman. Now that is a big event, and well done to him." Who's that?
That's my cousin.
That was Dom's cousin, yeah.
Yeah, that was insane. That's something ridiculous. I can't even remember what it is, but it's a lot.
We, sort of, my family know another family, believe it or not. And the son in that family, he does things like Iron Man. He does this one where you like run across the fucking Sahara and shit.
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
like an ultimate one.
Oh, it's mad. Like you could see their progress online and stuff.
You can
get,
die,
like,
surely.
Yeah.
well,
quite easily.
I can imagine so. Yeah, I mean, it's mad. It's so, like the things that these people do, like your cousin Dom and Jamie Linney and Paul, the guy that I'm referring to. Like, it's like another level of fitness that I just think I just do not understand. Like, I know people say like, you know, you can work up to it and that. I just think, oh, how do you fit that amount of training in?
If I get a run, like when I used to run, I don't really do it that much anymore. But if I was up to 5 miles, I was like, fucking, that is the peak of my fitness.
Yeah,
5 miles, being able to run 5 miles, not even in an amount of time.
well, the thing is though, like, I don't think I'm that unfit. Right. I mean, I've got a bit of a paunch compared to what I used to be like, but you know, I was relatively in shape until my early 20s. So it's only been like 5 or 6 years where it's really been starting to like pile on.
What's done it for me is not playing in a band.
Yeah.
Done it
Well,
for
you
me.
know, I
That's
still play
the
drums.
major thing.
I still play drums every Thursday night, and you know, I think that keeps it relatively. I'm certainly not like bordering on fat or anything like that. But the other day, I went to a gym class with Maddie. It's RPM.
Is that like
spin?
Yeah, kind of. Apparently spins harder, but
Yeah.
RPM. But like, you know, I was in a fucking room full of like middle-aged people.
And they were smashing you into the ground, were they?
And, you know, they didn't. I looked around and I thought, God, I'm probably one of the most in shape people here. Apparently not.
It's not about how you look.
Gym runs are 5k every Saturday now.
It's crazy.
It's just a park run.
Which is a park run, yeah.
I mean, the problem was for me, it was that like, remember a few weeks ago, I had a really bad like neck and shoulder.
Yeah.
The biggest problem for me was that if I ride a bike, when you stand up to ride a bike, the bike kind of, it fluctuates underneath you as you pedal. The bike
use your core to keep it straight.
Yeah, the bike goes from side to side. But this bike that I was riding on, every time I stood up, when you sort of go to pedal hard, like as if you're going uphill, where the bike's not moving, I was moving. I just kept wrenching my shoulder around. So it only took like 3 or 4 going up hills for me to go, well, I'm not doing that. So then I just sat there. So essentially what I did is for the other half hour of the class was just sit there at a constant speed and just thought, well, I'm just going to ride a bike for 30 minutes then.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, like the people in there. But the thing is that like what I find now is that when I was younger, like when I was at school, and you do like marathon sort of thing. Not that you never did like a full like marathon, but like I remember doing like cross country, like the cross country and stuff like that, which was quite a substantial distance. And I remember like you hit that wall and just telling myself just go through it, and eventually, I kind of stopped giving a shit that I was like feeling like I was hurt
to die.
Now the problem is that if I go out riding my bike with Maddie, that is harder to do. I find it so much harder to go, just carry on and you'll be fine in a minute.
Yeah.
I have to really get past it. When I was a kid.
It becomes full on exhaustion, doesn't it? Now you're like dragging your feet on the ground. I'm talking about running, obviously, but
that was the kind of problem in this class, is that like I did a few of these like going up hills, and it was really hurting, and it was like hurting my fucking neck, and it was hurting my shoulder, and there was just nothing I could do. I tried letting go of the bike with my left arm, and that didn't fucking help. And eventually I kind of just kept thinking, I was trying to say to myself, just push through it, just push through it, just push through it. And eventually I just thought, oh, fuck this.
And you look around and Doris is like reading her Take a Break whilst fucking caning the shit out of you.
Honestly,
you can do it, dear.
I was the only person in this class. There were maybe 17, 20 people in that class, including the instructor. The only one not standing up. There were people there. The guy next to me must have been pushing 60. Was dripping in sweat.
Mm-hmm.
Like I could literally feel the heat radiating off of him.
Yeah.
Still going balls out every time they did a hill.
Good lad.
To the the beat of the songs as well.
Oh, do you have to do it to the beat of the song?
Well, this is the other thing.
Is that why it's called BPM?
This is the other thing, RPM. This is the other thing that really pissed me off, because I think I missed the point. Because I couldn't see the instructor, right?
Right.
And so she starts off on like a slow song, and she's like going, yeah, right, find the beat. And the beat, they're all dance songs. So I'm doing like one rotation per thing.
You're thinking too literally about the beat, are you?
So I'm going round and round like this. Everyone else is just like going really slowly.
So they're doing what, left, right,
so
left, right, are they?
Well, they weren't doing anything in time. No one was like in time.
Well, most people don't have rhythm. So that's probably...
But then she wasn't doing it either, because I kept like craning my neck over, which probably didn't help my shoulder, to try and see her. And then like, when she's doing the uphill things, she's got like, or, when you sort of like, you do like the uphill things, then you have like a bit where you sort of basically shake it off, and you turn down the...
Do they literally play Shake It Off?
No.
Fortunately
not.
What a missed opportunity.
You turn the resistance down to get the blood flowing again, and this sort of thing. And like, she's doing things like saying words like double speed. Well, I think, the song's, so I'm going.
You're thinking too literally about it,
right? And I'm going for it. I'm looking around. No one else is going very fast. So I think probably something beat related is not something I should attend, because
as a drummer, no.
I just took it way too literally. And every time people seem to be going slowly, I seem to be going fast. And every time people seem to be going fast, I seem to be going slowly, because I was just following what she said. So yes, RPM is not for me.
Put on some August Burns Red, and off you go.
Yeah. I'll just
watch your feet fly off.
Stick to playing drums every week.
Yeah. It's probably better for you, to be fair.
What, the drums?
Yeah.
Well, they did that thing. I can't remember his name now.
Drumming yourself thin. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, where the idea for
that really handsome guy did the thing with the burger.
Yeah. They monitored.
Do you remember that?
I do.
You do remember it.
I really can't remember what his name is.
I remember all the predicting the fall situations.
Yeah. If you want to see something silly, go on YouTube and look up. Is it on YouTube?
Yeah.
Drumming yourself thin. Yeah.
See me eating a burger and looking wistfully into the distance.
Was that, where would you film that? Was like Ross?
That was
we
Joss
filmed
Bay,
it
wasn't it?
all
Joss
over.
Bay.
Yeah, Joss
Yeah.
Bay.
Yeah.
Something Canterbury.
Ferry,
Yeah.
Canterbury, yeah. But the idea of that came from, I read this piece where I'm really trying to remember his name. The drummer for Blondie, basically. They monitored him, like doing a load of drumming, like tour drumming and whatnot. And they monitored, like, oxygen levels and heart rate. And
Yeah, sure.
all that sort of thing. And they said that, he was getting a better workout than, like, I can't remember if it was one of the two, marathon runners or sprinters, because you can never compare the two because you get to get a completely different workout.
Yeah, it's a different kind of exercise.
But like he was just incredibly in shape, just through playing an hour and a half set every night. Because it's it's like interval training, isn't it?
An
You're
hour and a half every night of that.
You start, you rest. Some of the songs are slow, some of the songs are fast, some of the sections are faster than others. So it's
we've seen how sweaty you get.
Yeah, everyone's seen that.
Yeah. There's a reason why you always just take off a shirt. Actually, talking about old things from your old band, that picture popped up the other day of when you played the Tunbridge Wells Forum, and you chucked the mic to me, and I was at the front of the crowd.
Oh,
and it's you and me screaming into the mic at the same time. You remember that picture?
I've got one of you and me, but it's at the beer cart.
No, this was at the
And it's
Forum.
Joe. Joe was there as well.
No, this one's at the Forum.
Yeah.
I had long hair.
I haven't seen that picture.
Yeah.
I've got that popped up for me the other day as well because I got chucked into the crowd at the end.
Yeah, I literally on the way here today, you followed me on Waze, and your little icon was you in the crowd.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
That was really, really disturbing.
I couldn't tell if you were in front or behind me because it came up on the right hand side of my journey. Did you join my journey or something?
My sat nav went mental on the way here. Thought I was on the train tracks.
Yeah, because 1 minute I was at like say 7 minutes and you were at 6 minutes. Now look again, I was at 4 minutes, you were at 3 minutes.
Yeah.
You were at 5 minutes and you were behind me.
It went.
I was like, I don't know if it's in front of me or behind or.
I drove from my mum and dad's. Took me 15 minutes.
That took me 15 minutes. Ish.
About 25 for me.
Oh.
To finish the
Finished.
Oh, fucking hell, yeah.
to
I was
finish
like,
the
where
message,
were we? What were we doing before this?
he says, I just thought I'd keep you updated on my. Just keep you updated, boring you shitless about my running. Crying.
Don't worry, we just bought ourselves shit. Let's talk about running.
Crying face emoji ×2. Bald Marshall and a mudder sent from Lauren's bushes.
Well, thanks as always for getting in contact, Jamie.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Much appreciated.
If you want to be like Jamie, you can get in contact with us on Twitter, Facebook, or at stickitpod.com.
You could also run 20 miles over 200 obstacles.
Yeah,
But
run down to the podcast
Yeah.
studio.
Getting in touch with us is much easier. Do that.
Yeah, do that. All it takes is you opening up your phone.
Yeah.
Looking at it, whispering a secret, and we'll get back to you.
So we've got a problem this week, and
Have we?
as you may have gathered from my little introduction, we're getting towards Christmas.
Yes,
I had
it's not
noticed.
so long away now.
We
I had
are
noticed all
getting
the
there.
tinsel.
It's not so long away.
We are within a month now.
Yeah.
We're well within a month. When
Within a month.
At the time this podcast goes out, we'll be 25 days away.
It is less than a month now.
Yeah, which is 3 weeks and 4 days.
Fuck.
I'm getting paid at the end of this week. I've got to do all my Christmas shopping this
I
weekend.
just got paid. I need to do all mine now.
Yeah, I've just got paid, but I got emergency taxed again.
I'm probably going to get emergency tax this month.
Think of the lovely rebate you'll get in April.
Yeah, can't wait. Yeah, that would be great in April when there's no fucking Christmas food. I need
always
that
something.
money now.
There's always something.
Fuck. So we've got a little bit of a Christmas problem to solve.
Yeah. If I had some bells, I'd jingle them. I feel like I need to. Ching, ching, ching.
Okay, here we go.
That kind of works.
Kind of.
Sounds less like a sleigh and more like
A prison warden.
officer.
Yeah.
And this
I'd like
is-
to bake out the prison that Christmas has become for us, though.
Are we getting deep?
Wow.
Yeah, that was very.
I don't know.
How much lemsip did you say you'd had?
No, but like, if you think about it, like,
It's a glass case of emotion.
no, it's not that. It's just like I love Christmas, right? I do. I love the day.
I'm the same. I
love
Christmas
the day.
Spending
You just-
time.
I love the family,
Yep.
the food, all that sort of thing.
Mhm.
What I hate is just the run up.
You know what you should do, right? Now that you are a little bit older,
Yeah.
right,
Maybe not so much wiser.
is that you should legitimately join one of these real Santa groups, right? And seriously bleach your beard and hair and become a real Santa. I watched an amazing documentary with the wrestler Mick Foley.
I remember you saying,
Mankind.
Yeah.
He did this incredible documentary about it. Because it's like a fucking like real like prestige thing in the USA. Like if you are,
they get
real
paid
Santa,
a lot of money, don't they?
They do get paid a lot of money, but they obviously only get like 3 weeks work a year.
Yeah.
So a lot of these guys are sort of quite unique individuals. But it is just like fascinating the sort of things like you have to go through.
You couldn't do it, could you?
No,
I couldn't imagine you having children sitting on your knee, barfing on
But
you all day
I don't
long.
like children.
But
No.
that wouldn't. Do you not think that would, like, it might fill you with like sort of a new wonder, a new sort of
No, fill me with annoyance.
Yeah, I think it'd make him worse.
like
Unless I could have sexy elves,
making.
I'd be a bad Santa. A naughty Santa.
You want to have sex with dwarves?
No, sexy elves.
Elves.
Like girls. Girls dressed as sexy elves, dum-dum.
Oh, I always think this picture like Warwick Davis.
No, not like fucking Warwick Davis. No.
Kenny Baker, recently deceased Kenny Baker.
No, not like Kenny Baker or Warwick Davis.
Although they are sexy.
They are sexy, but no, I thought I could be like a strip club Santa instead of a shopping centre Santa.
But you might like do that, like
A dirty old Santa.
and like really feel good about like making kids happy or something. Not having sex with dwarves. I mean, like,
what, in a strip club?
In your old job, Dan, I'm sure there was a need for a dirty Santa at some point.
yeah.
Be a dirty old Santa.
Why don't you give it a go?
I don't want to.
I think you'd be really good.
Because, Dan.
We can put some rosy cheeks on you.
No.
Come sit on my lap.
I won't describe what Ross did there. No, I'm not that jolly.
But you could be.
No.
But if you were, making...
You could dress you in black and call you emo Santa. And then all the emo chicks could come and sit on your knee.
Oh, okay.
Santa is an anagram of Satan.
You could have flames behind him.
Death metal Santa.
Yeah, Death Metal Santa.
Kraken Santa.
Release the Kraken.
We're solving this other problem. We haven't even got a problem yet.
We've got the problem yet.
I'm not going to be a fucking Santa, all right?
All right.
You can't make it.
I'm losing weight. I'm not putting it on.
Well, mate,
I'd rather be a svelte Santa than a fat Santa.
You can always stuff.
That's true.
Yeah, most of them weren't that big.
Oh.
It's just the beard you've got. That's
It's
what qualifies you.
It's more the hair and the stature. Like you're a big dude.
Sort of Brian Blessed-esque.
Well, yeah.
God is alive!
God, he gets a lot of work.
Who? Brian Blessed.
Brian Blessed.
He gets a lot of work.
Anything, like we need a shouting guy. I've got just the person.
I know. I wish I could be the shouting guy.
You could be. You could.
Looks like I'm going to have to climb Everest
Well,
twice.
you need to get in, make your break into the world of entertainment. Clearly, this podcast isn't doing it. So maybe if you were the UK's best Santa,
UK's #1 and youngest Santa.
you like Santa year 1.
Year 0.
This is like the origin film for Santa Claus. You could do that. Remember Santa
There
Claus
hasn't been a Santa prequel, has there?
Yeah, Santa Claus.
Has there?
Santa Claus the movie. You see Santa Claus becoming Santa Claus.
Dude, all right.
Yeah, because he's like
It's a horrific, like David Cronenberg body horror, but yeah.
All right.
Santa Claus the movie.
Yeah.
No,
One with what's his name?
are you thinking of the Santa Claus?
I'm thinking of the Santa Claus.
No, Santa Claus the movie from like the 80s
Oh, I don't know that one.
with oh God, what's his name?
We just
That means
to
nothing.
describe 80s actors, we just have to. I'm going.
No, he's got that.
And then
he's
you're
got
going.
that, got that fucking laugh. His name begins with a D.
Mr. Rogers?
His name begins with a D.
The Santa Claus is Tim Allen, isn't it?
No,
Is that
No,
the one?
that is in the Santa
Yeah,
Claus.
that is the-
That's why I went.
Yeah.
Home
Yeah.
Improvement.
Yeah.
But
But Dan's thinking of
Pee Wee
different-
Herman.
No. Santa Claus the movie. What's his fucking name? Dudley Moore.
Dudley Moore, fucking
Fucking
hell.
hell.
That's why I did that.
Oh, as in Alfie Dudley Moore.
Yes,
Oh,
yeah.
right. Okay.
David Huddleston played Santa Claus.
Was Dudley Moore in it then? Is he Santa in it?
No, he plays the elf. Plays Patch the elf.
Does
Sexy
he?
elf.
I've never seen this.
Dudley Moore, the sexy elf.
What? It's got John Lithgow in it as well.
Who does John Lithgow play?
He plays this like corporate toy maker sort of thing.
The same person he always plays.
He's
basically.
like, and like he's getting like in trouble because like the toys like
He's a grumpy old man.
are like flammable and shit like that.
Right, okay.
And then
Classic 80s corporations are bad vibe.
yeah, kind of. And
Yeah,
then
kind of
Patch the elf leaves the North Pole because there's a bit of a argument there.
A setting 2.
And he ends up in like whatever it is, New York or something. Goes to work for John Lithgow, thinking that John Lithgow is like the real
The
world,
modern Santa.
the real world equivalent of Santa. And John Lithgow tries to take advantage of him and blah blah blah. And then in the end, what they produce together is Patch creates these lollipops which make people sort of float just off the air, off the ground.
Not whistly lollipops, are they?
No.
No. What's that one from?
He uses the reindeer magic dust basically, which
Right.
he takes from the North Pole. And so it's such a big smash hit that the next year John Lithgow gets a bit greedy, and basically the police turn up. John Lithgow stuffs his face with floating candy canes and flies out of the window up into space.
Right.
But Santa Claus saves the day
I see.
by doing a loop.
Who plays Santa Claus again?
David Huddleston.
And that's
Who's
got
that?
an origin story, is it?
Yes,
Yeah.
because initially he's just sort of like he's like a friendly village character, and he goes out of his way to give children presents.
Like Saint Nick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sort of thing. And then he ends up basically getting lost at some point, and then Elf City sort of appears, and he becomes.
We need to know
Santa
Santa.
Claus. It's lovely. It's my favourite Christmas film of all time.
Never seen it.
More than the Grinch.
Who gives a fuck about the Grinch?
Ah,
You're a mean one.
What, like
Mr.
original Grinch or Jim Carrey Grinch?
Jim Carrey Grinch.
No, I don't mind that film too much.
Yeah.
It's very well done.
It's all right.
It's really
that
well
film.
done. Like
I think it's overrated. For what it is.
I'm really up for anything which literally takes something that was a cartoon and makes it look like a cartoon on an actual film, because it looks exactly like a cartoon. All the sound effects, all of the facial expressions. It's like that's really well done. That like
I like the films that aren't deliberately. They are deliberately Christmas, but they're not obviously. It's not all about Christmas, like Home Alone and Die Hard, and it's based in Christmas, but it's not about Christmas. I like those films.
We have a problem.
we have a problem, and this from Lardy Basto.
We are-
Is it about Christmas? Is it?
Fan favorite? Your
Nothing
favorite?
about Christmas.
Your favorite and ours, Lardy Basto. It is about Christmas. He says, all the way from Planet Thanet. Evening wank puffins. I'm perturbed by the ad hoc nature of the start of the festive season. When is it acceptable for Christmas decorations to go up? Should there be a definitive day so that people know whether they are too early, or am I getting annoyed over nothing? Solve it, mighty peeps. P.S. Does anyone actually enjoy Christmas pudding? It's fucking horrible.
This guy
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah, I
could
like
eat a
it.
whole
Lardy,
pudding. As long as it's-
you've got 3 pudding fans here.
yeah, sorry, mate.
You got 3 pudding fans right here.
I would have it with custard or that really funny cream stuff that's got brandy in it.
Oh, we must congratulate him on his engagement as well.
Oh.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to Lady Basto.
Lady Lord and Lady Basto and Minnie Basto.
So was baby Basto born out of wedlock?
You're not going to say the rhyme, are you? You're going to leave me to say it.
What rhyme?
No, nothing.
No rhymes. Remember, this is family we're talking about. He's a lovely young boy.
No, I just
Baby
wondered
Basto.
if that's where their name originated. Like,
I'm not sure. Yeah.
like how people who
Might have to rethink this one.
like people who
I knew
are-
where you were going. I just
people
wondered who
whose
was gonna
surname
say
is
it
Smiths
first.
come from a fine heritage of blacksmiths, and people like me whose surname is Hoare.
Our family are a fine rugby ball maker
Yeah.
for years.
I come from a long line of conquerors.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, congratulations, Lardy Basto.
Well done. I believe they've also set a date.
Oh, good times.
Yes.
Well, much like he wants us to do here, but he wants us to set a date for Christmas.
Yes.
I don't know if it was you that said it to me. I feel like it was you
We
or
could do
someone,
a live thing from his...
someone else who used to work in retail, but people would always moan about Christmas being earlier every year.
Yes.
And in fact, it is actually the same date. The
Oh, I don't.
Like places like Tesco's and Sainsbury's and all that. They have a set date and they do it every year on the same date.
I don't.
But everyone thinks it's early.
I don't know if
it's
there
like-
is a set date. I'm not sure that I've ever mentioned that. I mean, I remember working in retail when I worked in like retail management and stuff. That you would start seeing the plans for Christmas, the lines, and you have to.
These things need to be ordered months in advance.
putting your orders in like in the summer. Like it's like, you know, maybe just after Easter you start having to look at things like that.
Yeah. I do a lot of work for a very large department store in London, and they start looking like May, June time.
Oh,
They
God,
do
yeah.
their big conference on Christmas.
Yeah, I mean, people always say, you know, as soon as Halloween's over, all the Christmas stuff comes out. But to be fair, we shouldn't be celebrating Halloween anyway because we're not in the US.
We're not Yanks.
No one cares about Halloween. Stop trying to make Halloween happen. Stop.
Do you want to have a moan about Black Friday while you're
Stop
in?
trying to make Black Friday.
Oh
happen.
God!
Let
we already
Dan
had
have-
this before the podcast started.
Let Dan have a rant about Black Friday.
Black Friday is the day after fucking Thanksgiving. We don't have Thanksgiving over here. Stop trying to make Black Friday happen, or give us an extra day
I
off.
thought it was the day before Thanksgiving.
No, day after.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving's on a Thursday.
Oh, is it? Okay.
I think so. Yeah.
Or give us fucking Thanksgiving.
Exactly. Give us fucking Thanksgiving, then I'll accept Black
Yeah,
Friday.
I'll have Thanksgiving.
I mean,
Turkeys and all that
You know-
before Christmas.
retail, shopping, those big companies, big Christmas. They've got all the you know the buying power. You know, it's the banks and then it's the shops. So you know, like I think, yeah, it's like how, you know, Valentine's Day was invented by the greetings card companies. You know,
Mm.
you know, surely they should be pushing for a little bit of Thanksgiving over here.
But do you not think it's a good thing that we get a little sale before Christmas?
No, because Christmas is a sale in its fucking self.
you get Christmas sales.
Do you? I thought
Yeah.
everything was kind of like full
Because
price
now,
before
once
Christmas.
Black Friday is over, then in a week or so's time, there'll be all the Christmas deals.
And then
no
the
fucking point.
And then the January sales.
And then the January sales. And then you get the spring sales. So basically, everything is always on sale.
Everything in the UK is just always marked down. We're the budget country.
Yeah. Like, we're like a constant... The whole country has turned into DFS. Endless sales.
Yeah.
But there were lots of places online that I bought from over the Black Friday that won't be on sale between now and Christmas.
Yeah,
and
well, I don't. I'm sure that at some point.
I'm
in
talking
I'm
in
sure at some
general.
point in the summer you can find an online discount card for dildos R Us.
next to Domino's Pizza coupons.
Not
that I know, obviously.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, usually throughout the year, if I want to find a discount code for something, I will find it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's
Maybe I
always
should try
And
harder.
really, the deals that you see on Black Friday,
They're not that good.
they're not that good.
Some of them are. There's a few like there. I know.
Yeah,
there
but
are a few
only if
flash
you need
deals.
the thing.
But that's it. Like, you know.
But that's it, right? There was the things that I bought on Black Friday were things that I needed that I just didn't really want
That's
to buy.
fine.
Yeah,
and
that's
then
fine.
bam, 10% off. I was like, hell yeah, I'll get that.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's
And
like,
I
what's
totally agree.
10%? Even if 100 quid, it's only a tenner. And what's a tenner?
But they could give us a sale. Like if you wanted a pre-Christmas sale, say for example a popular online retailer, like that, you know, that's probably the biggest promotion for Black Friday that I see every year.
Yeah.
And
My place does a big thing.
yeah,
We were busy.
yeah, like those kind of online places, like they
Yes.
make a big thing out of it, right?
Hmm.
Don't dress it up as Black Friday though. If you want to do that, do it.
Like a one
Just
day
do it as a
smashing
as a,
sale,
you know,
yeah.
as a day, a week. Do it as a weekend like they usually do. It's the Christmas sale weekend, whatever. Payday, November payday.
Like the
sale.
old Debenhams Blue Cross sales.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember those.
Just don't bother
They still
dressing
do.
it up in this Black Friday thing. I don't see why.
It's an odd tradition that we've taken on. We've not taken on the good part, the Thanksgiving. Although saying that though, I would not agree with us having Thanksgiving over here because
well, we haven't got.
it's not from our.
We're British and we're not thankful for anything.
We have Pancake Day where they have Thanksgiving. Ours is better
We do have pancake.
because like
But don't they have pancake
They've
day?
got to have Pancake Day.
They've
They're
got
religious.
Pancake Day over
they
there.
have Pancake Day. Do
Tomorrow
they?
Tuesday, it's a religious
It's a
festival.
Christianity
I
thing.
think they have
Actually.
Pancake Day though, do they?
Yeah, I think they do, mate.
I'm pretty sure they don't have
I
Pancake
don't know.
Day.
They have pancakes breakfast every day over there. As far
Yeah,
as I
exactly.
know.
They eat
Yeah.
pancakes all the time.
Oh, it's such a shame.
Yeah, exactly. So we want to know Beast Country.
I want to eat pancakes every morning.
But I just think, you know, like,
You're not going to continue losing weight if you eat pancakes every morning. Covered in syrup.
I'm up for having another holiday over here. But we get way more like bank holidays than lots of places in the
We
world.
had a lot more holiday as well in our jobs than they do in America.
Do we?
Yeah. Oh yeah, a lot.
Well, you got a royal wedding coming up. That'll be a day off, won't it?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point.
I think they set a date for the spring. That is the last thing we'll be saying about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
But you're moaning about everything American. This is a British thing.
We're still talking about Lardy Basto, right?
Yeah.
No, I thought we were talking about the announcement of...
Why are you so against the monarchy?
I'm not against it. I think, great, that's a lot of fun for everyone.
Dom's a Queen hater.
No, I'm not. I don't believe the fallacy that they bring in more tourism than they, take, because that is a fallacy. It's been proven to be a fallacy. But I just think the news cycle today, of all days, where it's been announced and everything, has just been dominated by two rich people who are getting married.
Well, at least they're not, profiling a terrorist or something. Or...
Yeah, but the fucking thing is, these things are still happening out there. That is more newsworthy.
Probably we should be looking at the terrorists.
Yeah, that's the thing. Those sort of the world news is more fucking interesting to me than a dude getting married to a girl, and it's all nice and everything, love, and more power to them and all that sort of thing. But I just think the media fucking focuses on this nonsense. It's like the biggest thing for me was like when that baby was being born, the Will and Kate's baby.
Oh yeah,
and there was that fella,
Apple, right? That's what it's called, isn't it?
that fella was standing outside the hospital.
Wait a minute, are we still talking about baby Basto?
No, and that fella was standing outside the hospital, and they kept on going to him. He's like, "Yeah, still nothing because a baby's being." It's like the guy got really pissed off. Like he's like their political affairs correspondent, and they just plonked him outside this hospital in the middle of fucking London. And he's just like sitting there going, and he's basically saying, this isn't news. And it isn't fucking news.
No, it's not news.
It's not fucking news.
No.
Do you know what? It should be in the news. Today, he's gotten engaged. Oh, fantastic. My entire fucking day, every time I've gone to see what are the news of the day? It's just that all over the fucking front page. Below, fucking, I don't know. I didn't even know what else was going on today because I just saw his fucking gurning face all over my fucking...
Gurning.
Looking like he fucking locked out. I mean, good looking lady and everything, but fuck me, Jesus.
Pretty much was born lucky though, wasn't he, to be fair?
He's won the genetic lottery. And that's all it is. There's nothing special about them. They're nice people and they do a lot for charity and more power to them in that respect, but there's nothing fucking special about them.
No.
And that's my problem.
Unless they listen to this podcast, in which case...
Your Majesty! But that's the thing, I just don't think no man should bow or scrape to another man.
No, I agree with that. I do agree with that.
Or woman, in that, no person should have to bow or scrape to another person.
But if she wasn't on our money, who would be?
Fucking Elgar, he's on our money.
I'm just joking.
Jane Austen, she's on our money.
I'm not going to go into my thoughts about the monarchy. But...
I'm, they're perfectly benign. There's nothing wrong.
Most of it.
There's nothing wrong with them per se, right? There's nothing wrong with them per se. And, as I say, they do a lot of good works, in charity, and they call attention to issues.
And most importantly, we get a bank holiday.
And Prince Philip invented the pun.
Yeah, and
way back in the 14th century when he was a wee nipper.
And the whole point is, it's a part of being British is the monarchy. And that's, they're popular parts of our culture and it's a traditional thing that we have.
Yeah.
She gets rolled out at Christmas. She says a few nice words. Fucking hell.
Brush the dust off of her.
No,
Next week on See If It Sticks, Dom takes down other popular British institutions such as T. Angela Rippon.
Red phone boxes.
Fucking where they gone?
and Bruce Forsyth.
I think he's already been taken down.
He's been taken down.
Yes, Rippon has
consumed his soul.
Let's solve this problem.
Oh dear, what was it again?
What date
when
Christmas?
does Christmas start?
I think it should start on the 1st of December because my mum always said to me that we couldn't put the decorations up before the 1st of December.
Yeah,
last week of November.
Last week in November?
Yeah, get ramped up for it. Like this week.
Decorations.
Well, you need a run up to it, do you?
Like this week.
Decorations up on... Before.
Oh, no, not decorations. Oh, we're talking about decorations up.
I think the whole thing should just
I'm
come...
talking about Christmas starting.
When is it acceptable for decorations?
No, first week of December.
First week of December.
Well, actually, we don't put it in our house until the second week of December.
Do you not?
No.
my mum always said 1st of December onwards you could do it, but until then,
I think
no.
it's acceptable to do it from the 1st of December.
I think December is acceptable.
It's nice to have a month.
It's a month-long festive season.
But there is a lot of nonsense leading up to this now, isn't there? Like they do go, you start to see Christmas stuff. I hate to sound like one of those people, but you do start to see Christmas stuff in October.
Yeah, you do, yeah.
But you've always seen Christmas stuff in October.
Yeah, but
I don't know why people go,
think-
it gets early when
but I think this is where this line becomes blurred and people don't understand because they see it because we're a consumer culture and we are influenced by advertisements and
That's
things
true.
like that. Every time you walk through the supermarket, if you walk through the supermarket in July and you start seeing Christmas stuff, you're going to start to think about Christmas.
Well, yeah.
The more people think about it, the more they're going to get more confused. They start seeing it in October. They think, should I be getting
It should be
this
just a
stuff now?
3-month-long holiday.
Just take
Everyone, just the world falls apart for 3 months. Like Saturnalia, that's where it comes from. The Roman festival of Saturnalia.
Yeah.
It was like a month-long thing
Yeah.
to mark the end of the year, and just people would just like run riot and just get pissed all fucking month.
I think we have to squeeze it all into one night now.
I know.
Yeah.
They just get pissed, run riot,
And
do all
people-
sorts of crazy shit.
People like my girlfriend have to go back to work on Boxing Day. That's insane.
I'll have to go
Yeah.
back and work on Boxing Day
That's
this year.
insane. Why can't we just have 2 days off in a row? Everybody. Just 2 days off.
I get 4 weeks off for Christmas.
Do you?
No, I don't really. Fucking hell, wouldn't that be great? I would
But
be
most
happy.
folk do get a week or 2 weeks off over Christmas, though.
Yeah, I think I
Kids
get.
do, don't they?
I think this year, 2017, Christmas Day falls on a Monday, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So I'll be off from the 22nd, I believe, until the 2nd of January.
Because I'm not working Christmas Eve this year
Nice.
for the first time in about 5 years. So I'll be able to join you out and about,
You
Dan.
can come in PART.
I've just,
PA.
Why?
I've just
Feels like
accepted a job on New Year's Eve. 3 p.m. till 3 a.m.
What a sucker.
What the
Yeah.
fuck are you going to do on New Year's Eve, man? It's the worst night of the year.
Yeah, I guess so.
Might as well be making some fucking money.
That's what I thought. And it's double money as well.
Yeah.
So
Well, fair enough.
Are you having a New Year's Eve party this year?
No, we are going. We're going round to Lawrence.
are you going to sit there and watch Jules Holland?
I
The
fucking,
done
Never
thing
the
on the-
hootenanny.
I fucking hope so.
Yeah. It's always the hootenanny, isn't
Always the hootenanny.
Yeah, yeah. I think we're gonna have some food, have some drinks, play some games.
it? When do high streets do like the Christmas turning on the lights? Is that a set day or is that all over
Well,
the
that
place?
was
that
in
is all
Canterbury.
over
That
the
was
shop.
last week.
Yeah. So that's
A lot of
crazy
places
early.
were
That's
last
early.
week.
Early. But then I suppose like a lot of these cities. I mean, I can't speak for London because obviously that's a whole different scale to what we do in Canterbury. But
That London.
the lights and stuff in Canterbury cost like
Can you tell everyone in Canterbury that?
£70,000 or something.
That's insane.
Like, so you kind of, I suppose you want to get your money's worth because they rent those. They don't
Yeah.
buy them every year.
Yeah, you probably
Same
wanna
lights
get-
though, isn't it? I drove past the tower today and it's the same set of lights hanging off the tower as last year.
Probably, yeah.
They probably didn't even take them down.
Probably
not, left
yeah.
them there and just turned them back
Just
on
stopped
again.
seeing them. Like, I wondered why I've been whistling "We Wish You a Merry Christmas" all year. This is why this line's becoming blurred.
They got one in Faversham that goes on top of the post office, just one bit of Christmas
One
light.
light.
Well, yeah, it's just as Merry
They haven't
Christmas,
got them
and
in
it's
Bristol
just
this year.
it's
No.
just cringe.
Now they've had to start a crowdfunding campaign.
Oh dear.
They're always shit.
Crowdfunding Christmas. This is going to be the next movie, isn't it?
Crowdfunding.
This is going to be the next feel-good Christmas movie. Crowdfunding Christmas. Like, imagine it. Santa Claus.
6 hours of watching a little bar go up to meet your target.
Yeah.
Santa Claus at the North Pole, he's running, his costs are running too high. The overheads are getting huge. It's an old building.
The North Pole deficit.
They work in, like, they can't get the staff
Must
in.
be a tax
like,
haven up there, right?
North
yeah,
Pole,
it's a fucking tax haven up there. Elves have started calling in sick because, they've got HR law up there now. And they if it's too snowy, they can't get in there. He's running at like a loss, and eventually, of course, they're going to go into administration. So then he crowdfunds Christmas.
Christmas goes bankrupt.
And I tell you what the resolution in the third act will be. Right, all of the big companies.
Give up greed and
yeah,
comp Christmas
Yeah.
for everyone.
yeah.
Yeah.
Comp Christmas. That would be the hashtag that
Hashtag comp.
Santa Claus starts.
Hashtag pro bono Christmas.
Yeah, that'll be the hashtag he starts in crowdfunding Christmas. He'll start a hashtag
Comp Christmas.
and all of the big businesses will just send festive joy to all. Unlike you, who will not dye your fucking beard.
I tell you what, right? We could get that film made for next Christmas purely just by going to all the big corporations and going, we'll just smack your logo all over it.
100%. I think we should totally write it.
Just get fucking Jeff Bezos in it.
Who do you
go along?
Who do you think?
Find Branson.
Who do you think should play sort of like a slightly dishevelled Santa Claus?
Done.
Like,
Matthew Modine.
Matthew Modine?
Yeah. No. Come running high off the back of Stranger Things, man.
You know, I was thinking Jeff Goldblum.
No.
Why?
Not jolly enough.
No, but he's not going to
eyes. His eyes are too sexy, Dan.
Santa can have sexy eyes.
Santa can't be that smolderingly handsome.
But like, don't you think like he'll like sort of like the dishevelled like Santa? You know, he can't put weight on because he's just stressed all the time.
No.
Okay,
that's like crack. That's like crack skinny Santa.
All
that's
right.
not
Matthew Modine.
Matthew Modine.
Okay,
he's like big, tall. He's a beefy dude.
Yeah, he's quite a big
he's not
dude.
Santa big though, is he?
No, but like
the thing is, like, you know,
he's not crack
stressed
skinny
out,
like
man.
Goldblum, but he's got a bit of a paunch on him. You know, he looks.
This is Santa Claus for the 21st century. The guy's conscious of diabetes and stuff like that.
He's a vegan.
Well, no.
You know, he could basically take.
I said he was the Santa of the 21st century, not stupid. No.
You know, you could basically just take the Hopper character from Stranger Things and turn him into Santa.
He'd be good.
Yeah, right. That's what I mean. That's Matthew Modine.
That's Matthew Modine.
That is Matthew.
That's not Matthew Modine.
Yes, it is Matthew Modine.
No, it's not Matthew Modine.
Oh, that's who I thought when he said Matthew
Fucking
Modine.
is Matthew Modine.
No, it's not Matthew Modine. Matthew Modine's the guy that played Eleven's dad.
Is that Papa?
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, is that Matthew Modine?
That's Matthew Modine.
Who's the guy who plays Hopper then?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
His
he's
name
right.
is, oh God, it's on the tip of my tongue. I can't remember. Ross?
I finished the second season of Stranger Things the other day.
I enjoyed it.
Very good.
David Harbour.
David Harbour.
That's it. Yeah. Do you know, I saw someone suggest him for the part of Wolverine the other day. Too tall.
David Harbour?
Yeah, too tall.
He's about to play Hellboy.
I can see
Now,
that.
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
It's a good bit of casting, right?
Yeah.
Is that like a prequel Hellboy?
Don't know. To be honest though, I just want David Harbour in everything at the moment because I just think he's fucking great.
He is.
He is great. He's a man's man. But he's not a man's man to the point where it makes you feel inadequate. It makes you feel like I could be a man.
He's
like that.
you know, like he's a good.
He fucks up,
good
but
man,
he's
man.
also like, you know,
he gets
a dude.
emotional and like, he's compromised and he's sweet and he's fucking.
But his morals are always dead set
And he's always
correct.
got a fag in his mouth.
Yeah, that's the kind of Santa I want to see. You've sold me on David Harbour. To be honest, you'd nearly sold me on Matthew Modine. I was thinking, okay.
I was like,
fine,
wait a
yeah.
second, Matthew. I just thought about him. No, he's too creepy now. After Stranger Things.
Yeah, the white hair.
Yeah.
It's a little bit Max Shrek from Batman Returns,
He's a
isn't
bit
it?
Max Shrek.
Yeah. I'm sold on David Harbour though.
Yeah.
Oh, we should totally do this.
Yeah. You know, just like him.
We can get
talking around that gravelly voice of his.
We can get some sexy elves in.
You get some sexy elves to help him.
Warwick Davis.
Warwick Davis.
Justin Bieber.
Yeah, sexy elves. Told you. Yeah, man. And like Mrs. Claus, who would play Mrs. Claus? Because you'd have to have Mrs. Claus.
Who would play Mrs. Claus?
Oh.
Well, you know,
Mary Berry.
No, dumbass.
No, you need like an out there piece of casting for this one. Mrs. Claus 2, like it's his second wife.
Oh, okay. Second Mrs. Claus. So first Mrs. Claus is the sort of traditional looking Mrs. Claus.
Yeah.
You know, sort of a slightly rotund, motherly looking lady. This Mrs. Claus.
What about
Fucking fox.
I'm thinking.
what's her name? What was Spider-Man's mum? Her aunt.
Ah.
In the new one.
What the fuck
Yeah.
is that?
What's her name? She was in Cousin Vinny and all
I
that.
can't remember either. Yeah, I can't remember her bloody name.
Oh, bloody hell.
What about
Marissa Tomei.
God, let me. Yeah,
Yeah, Marissa.
She'd be a good second wife of someone.
That'd be a good piece of casting. Yeah, she's probably a little bit older than David Harbour, though, right? How old's David Harbour?
I don't know. He's got to be in his 40s.
He's got to be in his.
How old's
Yeah.
Marissa Tomei? She's got to be coming up for fucking 60, isn't she?
She's probably in her 50s.
Really?
She's got
52.
Marissa Tomei's 52.
Mm-hmm.
How old's David Harbour?
Oh, let me keep going backwards. David Harbour is 42. 10-year
42.
difference.
Oh, 10-year difference. That's nothing.
Well, I think
Yeah, he's a sexier older woman. He's gone with.
I don't know. Like, do you not think like like
Santa is eternal? Remember that.
Yeah, I know he's eternal, but
He's an immortal, so he would stay looking the same.
yeah.
Does she become immortal when she marries him?
Well, part of it is.
I think she does.
Or is it like that sad story where he has to constantly
watch his loved ones die?
Yeah,
Maybe that.
Now, that'd
could
be a great fucking line.
That could be.
That'd be fantastic.
That could be the like what well, that could be what happened, right? That you do become eternal when you get together with Santa, but then when when Mrs. Claus left him, like she like fell out of love with him,
became mortal again,
and he didn't realize, and she started aging,
and that's how he knew,
that she had fallen out of love with him, and so he
you'd even know.
He had to watch her die.
How sad. And he's nursing her, even though he knew that she didn't love him.
And the elves.
And all she had to do was love him again, and she would have lived on.
Yeah, exactly.
The
But she
tragedy.
couldn't, because he was a shadow of the man that he used to be.
Yeah.
He'd lost all of his passion
Crack
for
Santa.
Christmas. Like it was all about the money, all about these rules, all about these legislations that they were bringing in. And
It could be a dark Christmas film.
it was.
It could be the dark Christmas film for the 21st century. None of this saccharine sweet the Santa Claus bullshit. No Tim Allen gurning while he's fucking growing a gut.
Yeah.
This is gritty reboot Santa.
You could
This
do
is
this.
David Harbour as Hellboy, but Santa instead.
You could do
This
this.
is
on a
PTSD Santa.
aside from the talent, it's going to be fucking quite a good cheap budget as well.
I
To
tell you,
make.
no,
It's a lot of talking, isn't it?
Do you know what? I tell you what should happen. Here's the twist in it, right? He's got his second wife that that life spirals afterwards. He's in like a fucking strip club 1 year or something, like picking up chicks, picking up sexy elves at shopping malls in the USA, and he's like together with some like awful human being, fucking like Paris Hilton or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then he meets next Mrs. Claus.
Who we're saying provisionally, Mrs. Marissa.
Is she going to sort him out? Is she going to make him Santa again?
Isn't she? She like maybe like
kind-hearted
Yeah.
waitress in a bar.
Yeah.
Classic.
They
Yeah.
get into a conversation over coffee one day. She says, "Why, as a joke, because she thinks this guy isn't really Santa Claus. Why don't you crowdfund Christmas?"
Fantastic.
There's our hook.
Fucking hell. Trademark, you motherfuckers, because someone's going to steal this idea.
Yeah.
Why don't you trademark Christmas? This Christmas.
You can call the film Christmas TM.
Can Santa get into the 21st century? And then you'll have the obligatory scene of him trying to use a computer, and it'll be hilarious.
Yeah. They're so good. Yeah. Yeah.
Crowdfunding Christmas.
Crowdfunding Christmas.
Near theaters.
I'd fucking pay to see that shit. I'd pay good solid money for that.
Coming to theaters everywhere. 21st of December.
I would pay to watch David Harbour play like a
rundown past his prime Santa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Solved.
Fucking solved.
Yeah, well, I can't remember what the problem was, but we solved that one.
Well, we solved that ages ago. It's the 1st of December.
It's 1st of December. Yeah, that was easy.
Okay then. Well, I suppose we better think of a name.
We need to think of a name.
Crowdfunding
Christmas.
Yeah. I think that is it. So you can get in contact with us just like Lardy Basto by heading to www.stickitpod.com on your internet-enabled device. See, I'm getting into the mindset of Santa now. I'm going to write this when I get home.
What, using WAP?
WAP.
WAP.
Yeah.
What did WAP stand for?
It was Web Access Protocol, something like that. Was it that?
Oh god, just picture it when he's got those little like half moon spectacles on.
Do you know what GPRS stands for?
He's like,
Huh?
Do you know what GPRS stands for?
Global Positioning Rotational System.
No, because it's not for
Geo-position.
It's not for the position. That's GPS. That's Global Positioning System.
What's GPRS?
It's Global Pocket Radio System or something like that. Yeah. Or Packet Radio
is that a
System.
radio in your pocket?
Sure, maybe it's Packet Radio System because like packets of data.
Yeah.
Can't remember, something like that anyway. It's not.
What's the edge then?
Shit, no signal. It makes you think you've got internet, but you don't have internet.
Yes, you can head to stickitpod.com and you can send us your problems. You can send us any corrections or whatever. Don't try to steal our movie, but if you want to get on as a producer, then you can do so by sending us an email at flingit@stickitpod.com.
You've heard our last Christmas's writing abilities. You know we've got the skills.
It's true.
Don't chance it, suckers. This is on record.
Yeah.
It's true. And it'll have a date and time and everything.
Yeah.
Genuinely, if we see this thing coming up next Christmas,
Fuck, I'll put the money in for the lawyer.
Suing Universal,
Yeah.
'cause that's who's going to be doing it.
I don't think Chris Moore's got the money.
Get Chris Moyles to do it. If we're going to go really low budget and do like British Pathé type deal, get Chris Moyles to do it.
He could be a disgruntled Santa.
He looks like a disgruntled Santa. And he's lost all that weight as well, so it actually genuinely looks like Santa has lost loads of weight. Yeah,
you know what the tagline could be on the poster?
What?
Last Christmas. Last Christmas, I made a kickstart. Okay, right. Let's finish this up. We'll be back on Monday with the news that sticks. But for this week, I have been Dan.
I have been Dom.
I have been Ross.
Ho, ho, ho! Now how do I turn this thing on?
For his thing, I was going to say you could call it Radio Xmas.
God, don't give him any more.